disclaimer, safe. So SAP automation, and before we start, a short disclaimer, safe harbor. So in the presentation, we may speak about some features, about some forward-looking statements. And so let's come to the introduction. My name is Lev Kushner. I am Director of Product Management for SAP Automation at UiPath. I'm responsible for developing the capabilities doing UI automation, API automation. Yeah, and today, together with my colleague Tanya, we will guide you through the whole journey. Tanya?
Hello, yes, my name is Tanya Breitling-Sporel, and I'm the Global Alliance Manager for SAP at UiPath. Hello and welcome.
Great, so let's give you a short agenda, what we plan to do. So introduction finished. We're going to present a big picture, and then let's go deeper. Let's understand more. Let's automate together. So Tanya, hand over back to you.
Thank you, Lev. Yes, first of all, I would like to introduce you to the whole platform and also how that specifically applies to our SAP audience or to our SAP customers. So you might have seen this whole platform before. We actually have an end-to-end automation platform. And what's important for SAP customers like yourself or partners is that we have very specific SAP capabilities in each of these sections. So for example, if we start from left to right and we start with this cover, that's the area where customers discover the potential for automations, and where we, for example, have the product for process mining. And our process mining product comes with out-of-the-box SAP connectors and out-of-the-box accelerators, specifically for order to cash and for procure to pay with SAP. Also very often used in the SAP environment is our document understanding capability to use AI to extract data from documents and populate data within SAP, and also kick off automations directly with an initial data entry from a specific paper or PDF or Word or Excel documents. And the same is true for the build, where our studio products are located. So everything that you need in order to create your automation, where you're using Studio, Studio Pro, Studio X. We have specific SAP activities in Studio that are optimized for all SAP UIs. And that's actually where we really focus on today, is UI automation and the different SAP UIs and how we automate across all of these. We also have the SAP BAPI integration, backend native integration, and the accelerators for SAP specifically, in order for you to be able to really quickly launch automations and instead of building tedious integration with the BAPI. On the managed side, so this is where Orchestrator comes into play. We're able to orchestrate all the needs across business processes, IT automation, and obviously also SAP testing. So when you look at the run, so where you run your robots that you created in Studio and that you're orchestrating in the manage phase, we can run the SAP automations also in a remote desktop environment such as Citrix. So and then when it comes to the engage part, where we have specific activities in Studio that are optimized for SAP UIs, but we also have the capability to have how can I say humans and approvals for that are directly integrated with SAP. So and an integration of chatbots as well. So as you see, we have the capabilities across the whole platform to be able to also specifically automate SAP needs and SAP automations across the board. So if we're going to the next slide, you might have seen this before, or maybe not if you're new to the SAP field here. So we do have use cases across the board, really. So from the finance to HR, procurement, supply chain, sales, service, marketing, asset management, and even industry-specific solutions that you will not find in here. So this is really focusing on SAP core specifically. Most of our customers start somewhere in finance when they start with SAP automation, but definitely the opportunity and the benefits are across the whole platform and are across all of the different use cases in all of the different departments. So for example, if you're looking at onboarding, that's a very strong use case where a lot of both IT and HR tasks are involved and can be automated. So what's important here as well is that you should always look out for not just purely SAP, but definitely also the integration of SAP and third-party applications. So either HR, where you have success factors, but you could also have Workday, for example, or service where you have ServiceNow as another platform. When you look at integrating across all of these different platforms, make sure you check out our native integrations that we have for all of the core platforms of your typical technology stack that also help you really automate very, very fast and have your robots up and running really fast. So today we're talking about the user interfaces. So you will see a demo from Lev going through WinGUI and also SAP Fiori. And the nice thing is that with UiPath, we're really capable of automating on top of all of these to make it easy and simple to automate whatever your end user is typically using as a user interface. It's also important, we do have certifications for these, and I'll come back to that a little later. If you're looking to, and this is not the topic of today, but I did want to mention it anyway. If you're looking at really high volume scenarios where you have to, for example, enter a lot of data for continuously for a lot of documents, a very high volume scenario such as invoices, purchasing orders, sales orders, or things like that, we recommend to you to use the API automation. So to not use the user interface for automating, but really to use the BAPI or some other of your native APIs to automate that. The reason for that is that you will be much faster, and the performance on your system itself will be better. So you will not have hundreds of robots running on the same system. It will also be very robust if you have a lot of changes in your UI continuously. So there are some benefits that really also come with API automation. You should check out, if you're interested in this topic, there was a webinar also with Lev, and I think with a customer on the API automation of SAP sometime in April. You will find that online as well. So if you want more information on that, check it out, please. Yeah, and one thing I mentioned earlier, we do have, currently we hold 5 certifications by SAP. We hold 2 for our UI automations for SAP ECC and for SAP S/4HANA. We hold 2 for our API automations for also SAP ECC and SAP S/4HANA. And we have an integration that has been certified for SAP Solution Manager. So what that shows customers is that SAP has actually taken a look at our integrations and has certified that we follow the SAP standards of the technical implementation. And it's a proof point for the quality of our products. And it also shows that we, as UiPath, really that SAP automation to us is an important topic where we want to also show and have confidence in the quality of our products. Yeah, and with that, I would like to hand over to Christina, because right now it's quiz time.
Okay, everyone. So we'll go to quiz time now. Guys, you have it on screen. Go to menti.com, www.menti.com, and you also have this code on screen. We will just switch to present mode now, and we'll wait for you to join. We have about 120 almost participants currently in the session, and we will wait for most of you to join. The code is 74971731. But if it's easier, we can paste it in the chat. Okay. So we have 48 and we're growing. Okay, let's see who else is joining our colored family here, like animals, baseball, candy, hamburgers. And there should be a robot somewhere. Have a private detective too and a penguin. Okay, we're fastly growing. Okay, I see there are also questions in the chat. Vikram, we will answer the questions in the chat or at the Q&A time. Thank you for the question. Okay, so I see we're up to 65. Anyone else joining? I think we will start because I see this is how far we've gone. Okay. Okay, let's see if we reach 70 people in the quiz. Okay, we're up to 70. So now we will start. I think everyone who wanted to join joined already on menti.com, and the code is on screen. Okay, we will start now the quiz. So, okay. So which UI can be automated with UiPath? You should answer fast because you will get more points if you answer fast. Five more seconds to go, and we have 4 answer options. Okay, I hope. Okay, so I see most people got that right. We will see the first leaderboard now. Of course, ASAP was not an option there, but it was our own confusing dummy answer. It's a nice play of letters. So we should see the leaderboard now. To see who is currently leading, and then we'll move on to the next question. Okay, so we have Rashid as the fastest with 960 points. Let's see how we do on the next question. Okay, the same, try to be fast, guys. How many separate certifications has UiPath achieved? None, 5, or 1,000? Five more seconds. I think this is the easiest question probably in the quiz, but it was on screen, the information. Perfect. Yes, the correct answer is 5 certifications, SAP certifications with UiPath. Okay, we'll see the next leaderboard now. Okay, I think we have a switch. So Twito is the fastest now, and 1,911 points. Okay, we'll come back to the quiz at the end of the session. Thank you, Tanya. Now we will continue this right before Q&A with 2 more questions and then announce the winner before the end of the session. Thank you.
Thank you, Christina. And handing over to Lev now.
Yes, thank you, Tanya. Christina, as Tanya mentioned, this was the last note, SAP API automation. Guys, you have the link to this webinar in a chat. Why we are mentioning this? Because we got a lot of questions actually during your registration to this webinar. So today we are going to speak about UI. If you are interested in API, check it out. We did it together with Stefan Schnell, who is our most valuable person in UiPath community, and you will see all capabilities for SAP API automation. So as of now, let me promise you 3-5 more slides, and then we are going into live. I don't want to say demo, in live creation of automation. We will do it together. So when we are speaking about SAP UI, yeah, so we have prepared a use case for you. So it's end-to-end automation with help of UiPath. It's end-to-end automation within SAP S/4HANA. You will see it in a second. And whatever you're going to see today is actually applicable for SAP robotic process automation and for SAP test automation. And you will see during the presentation, I will use some testing tools. I will use some robotic specific stuff, and it can be combined together. So the demo case for today is creation of sales order. We're going to create it in WinGUI. Then we are navigating to SAP Web GUI, SAP GUI for HTML, where we are going to adopt this sales orders. We will change some stuff, and then we are going to release this sales order into delivery. So 3 main user interfaces of SAP. First of all, and first one is SAP WinGUI, the most famous one. It's here for the last 25 years. What we can do, we can automate it all. Yeah, as Tanya mentioned, we are certified. We know how to speak to SAP. We know how to interact with SAP. We can automate logon pad, different Windows versions. We are supporting all used SAP WinGUIs. Yeah, so and all patches, what you have in mind. So as of today, so 7.60 is the most commonly used. 770 was released just a few months ago, and all so-called SAP themes, which are different colors in SAP. Yeah, so all of this can be automated. All of this is compatible to each other. So it means in case you're going to build automation in 740, it is going to be run on 770 without any adoption. It's the same stuff. Yeah, so we are using SAP API scripting interface, as this allows us full control of SAP WinGUI. Okay. So here we are going to create our first sales order. Then we will, yeah, so this is colors of SAP. Then we will navigate, yeah, so to support this actually, so let me put it everything at once. So I showed the latest development we did, expand LV3 and table scope. So here, To automate SAP WinGUI, we have pre-built some small, easy activities, some easy tasks to simplify the life of user. It is SAP logon, login, I don't know, call transaction. Yeah, so this is a small pieces which can help to develop your automation. Yeah, so here in total we have, I don't know, 9, 10. With the newest, latest UiPath 21.10, which is going to be released in a few weeks, we have extended this with 2 more activities, and we are working on something new. Okay, so this is a living project. Okay, so this would be our first step, SAP WinGUI. Then we are navigating to SAP Web GUI. Change of sales order. Once more, confirmation from product. We can automate all browsers. We are going to automate these HTML elements on the screen. So you do not need to require any specific automation skills or HTML skills or whatever skills. Yeah, it will be as easy as it is. Yeah, you will see in a second. And last interface which we are going to touch today is SAP Fiori. This is a modern web-based interface, HTML5 interface. And here, once more, you're good to go in automation in any browser, Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, Edge. You can automate any SAP S/4HANA system you have in your mind, yes, starting from 15 or 9, so which was the version of first release actually of SAP S/4HANA 5 years ago. During the automation, and you will see it live. So we have developed a unique approach where we are going to automate user interface with help so-called SAP Fiori API framework. Yeah, so we are going to recognize, we are going to automate all elements which will be super stable, which will be super reliable. We are not going to rely on some technical IDs. You will see in a second. Yeah, and to work with SAP Fiori, the same story as before. You do not need to install nothing special in your browser. For Fiori, you do not need to know nothing special. So you're going to use just a normal SAP or UiPath activity like a click or type into. Okay, so this was all user interfaces we have in mind. And one more, which was mentioned by Tanya, it's SAP Business Client. So you know, SAP Business Client, it's like a browser of SAP. And in SAP Business Client, you can run any other of user interface like Fiori, WinGUI, Web GUI. And once more, green checkbox, we can automate all of such user interfaces inside Business Client. And recently, I think it was almost like a month ago, SAP released a new version of Business Client with the support of Chromium inside Business Client. And guess what? Yes, it's possible to automate. Yeah, so this is the latest feature from SAP, and we are keeping pace with SAP, and we are supporting all these user interfaces out of the box. Okay, I would say that's it. That's enough for presentation. Let's jump into live automation. Cross your fingers that everything will work as expected. Just to remember, create sales order WinGUI, change sales order web, and Fiori is going to be release of this sales order. Okay, ready to go. Let's automate together. I'm going to open Studio. Here you see I'm using 21.10 release, so you can have it. So it's the same release what you have an access. It's nothing special. Here you see a plenty of test cases of workflows. You remember, we can do both in Studio, robotic and testing. And here I have prepared end-to-end automation. In reality, it's end-to-end automation. Let's put it down. So let me run it for you. Let you give like a final station where we will come during this webinar. Let me show you how the final results will look like. Okay, so WinGUI, Web GUI, Fiori. I'm good. So here you see everything is closed. So let me close browser, let me close SAP, and I will run it. Yeah, so I will run it as it is, just to show you what we are about to do. So now in the first step, I'm going to log into my SAP S/4HANA. So in my case, it's SAP S/4 1909, entering transaction, entering the data, and I'm going to create this sales order with one piece of material. It's created. Notice it's 6083. Now I'm navigating to SAP Fiori. So let me make this screen bigger. Navigating to the right tab, navigating to the right tile. So now I'm in a change of sales order. So now you see SAP GUI for HTML, entering the data. And here in Web GUI, I would like actually to set a delivery block. So here I'm working with a Dropbox, select the value, select it, and then I'm going to change the quantity because I forget to order more pieces than one. Yeah, so I'm going to put it to 2. It is saved. So it's saved somewhere, hopefully. And once it's saved, I'm going to close this window. I don't need it anymore. And now I'm going to sales order fulfillment, and I would need to resolve a delivery block. As you have seen before, we put a delivery block. Now I see the list of all orders available in my system. I'm going to navigate to the right order. I will find the right element. I will resolve this issue. So this is super fast, guys. I cannot comment it. It's done. Okay, it's done. We will do it manually right now. Together, you will see it slowly. Yeah, and this is a full process. Yeah, so it was ordered. Now it's in delivery. The whole automation took me here. You see almost 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. On the way, you see I have incorporated even some validations. Yeah, so if you are speaking about testing is about verifications, validation. Yeah, so on this automation journey, I want to verify that my sales order was created correctly, and here I check it out, and I have seen, yes, this expect my expectation. Okay, so this is one of verifications we have here. Yeah, I would say that's it. This was the full process, and now let's create it together from scratch, that you will see what does it mean automate SAP S/4HANA in 3 different user interfaces. In some cases, I will be navigating faster, as in WinGUI. I expect like everyone has automated WinGUI, and then we will have some stops in Web GUI to give you some hints, some best practices, has some tricks how to automate Web GUI, and then we will spend some time in SAP Fiori once more, showing you what everything is possible. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. Let me create. We can create a test case or workflow. It's automation. As of now, we are speaking about automation. So, and we will do, so let me call it 001, and it will be SAP WinGUI. Yeah, SO, sales order. Okay, so it will be empty test case. It will be empty workflow. You know, it looks exactly the same as before. Yes, first step. Let me close everything. First step, and I will show you different techniques how to automate it. So first step is to, and here when you are going to search, you will see there is a bunch of pre-built activities.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Hi, Lev. Can you please zoom the studio so it's like 100%, right? Can you make it 120% so that we can see it clearly? Because it's very tiny. It's very difficult to see from the laptop.
Yeah, yes, Vikram, I would not be able to do it right now. Yeah, so it's
Okay.
better that you are increase resolution of your monitor. Okay.
Yeah, I have increased it. Yeah, sure.
Okay. So first step would be here to select the right system to log in. Yeah. So here I'm going to use SAP Logon, and you see this is the name of system. Let's put it here, SAP S for HANA 1909. Okay. That's it. How I'm going to log into SAP. So let me just run the file. And you will see that UiPath Studio is going to open the right system. So let me close Chrome. We do not need it anymore. Okay, this was first step. Then it's login. Yeah, I'm on the screen. I'm on this screen. I need to provide details. So let me show Studio which screen it is. I'm going to log into the client. I'm going to use my demo user as for HANA. It is a demo for SD and it's demo. Now close your eyes. Okay, I am going to enter password. So you're not looking. Okay, and then I will enter the language. That's it. Okay, so let me close once more everything and let's see that it is working. So then we will see. So as I mentioned, so we will start slowly and then we will speed up for you guys who knows how this stuff is working. So here you see I'm logged in, I'm inside SAP. The next step would be actually to call transaction. In my case, I'm going to call transaction in this window and it will be VA01. Okay, so let me call this transaction manually. It will be done by this activity. And now this was one way how to create automation. Yeah, create automation with drag and drop. Another way would be to use recorder. Let me start the super basic recorder. You will see how it behaves. Now I'm in SAP. I need to enter some data. I will enter OR. I would need to enter 1710. I would need to enter distribution channel, division. And after I enter division, actually I want to click enter. I'm on the next screen. Let me enter the data. Customer 01. I'm here. Next field would be this one. Once more the same data. Entered. I need to enter customer reference. This would be order 1, 2, 3. And after entering this order once more, I want to click enter. Here, let me enter a material number, TJ11. And in order quantity, I'm going to enter 1 piece, okay, as agreed. Now I want to hit enter once more. I'm good to go. Delivery block we are going to set during the change. So I'm done. I'm good. I'm going to hit button save. And with this, I have just created my sales order. So I'm going to finish the recording, save and exit. And here in Studio, you will see all steps. Yeah, so it's OR and all the stuff what we have entered. Yeah, with a screenshot with where it is. So I went down, I press button save, and now I need actually to grab this information for later use. So I will note it down. 84, and we are going to work with this sales order. How to grab this information? Here you have once more in SAP activities, you have where it is read status bar. Okay, so read status bar. Tell me where is this status bar. So it's here, and now UiPath is going to extract all information for you. It will be message data, yeah, whatever you have data here. So in our case, it's just one number. You can have more numbers. its message ID, message number, text type, everything. Yeah. So I'm interested actually message data because I'm going to use this number later on. So let me create variable and say this is a sales order number. So this will be stored in these variables, which is going to be used later on. Message type, this is this green box. Yeah. And actually after creation of the sales order, I want to verify. So here I'm going more into testing flavor. I want to verify that the sales order was created correctly. Yeah. So I want to verify that this checkbox is a success message. Yeah. So this one. So, and here, let me create one more variable. So which would be message type. Yeah. Message type can be S as a success, can be E as an information, and can be error. Yeah, like an E. So, and here I have all information stored. And now I want to verify that it corresponds my expectation. For this purpose, I'm going to use verify activity. You can find this in testing package. And here, let me put it down. I want to verify. And what I want to verify? I want to verify actually that the data from status bar, that the message type is success. Yeah, or we can put something else. Yeah, so let's put it like this, and you will see that it's a failure. It's not good. Yeah, so this test case failed. It's not working. Yeah, in case we will change it later to S, it will be a success. Okay, so with this we have just built, I don't know, in a few minutes our first sales order in SAP WinGUI. Yeah, let's save it. Let's close everything and let's run it to see if we did everything right. So now SAP should be started. I'm going to log in. I'm starting transaction, entering the data, continue, entering customer, ship to party, material, quantity, save. Now it's a sales order 6085. And here you see in output, we are in troubles. Yeah, verification failed because in SAP we have a success and we have expected this value. Yeah, so here it's a piece of testing how you can verify the values. And this verification can be done on each and every level, on each and every control. You can verify if the amount of your sales order is correct, if the date is correct. So it's a typical testing activities verifications. So let me put it as an S, as a success. And yes, I would say that's it. That's it for SAP WinGUI. We have used recorder, we have used pre-built activities, and we have created sales order 6085. And with this order, we are now going to navigate to SAP Web GUI. Okay, great. So to do this, let me create a new workflow that later on, maybe we can combine it together. You will see. So this would be, if you like, let's create a robotic process automation workflow. Yeah. So this workflow would be 002. This would be our SAP Web GUI use case, and it will be sales order change. Okay, we are good to go. Yeah. So you see that it's still the same studio for two purposes, robotic testing. So first step for me would be, I want actually to open browser. So let me navigate to the browser. I want to go here. This is my first starting page. This is my login page. And here the story begins. So I'm going to Studio. And here I would use modern activities. We have two flavors of activities, modern and classic. For web interface, we recommend to use a modern activities. it's much powerful. It gives you much more possibility for web automation. So here I need to specify what I want actually to automate. And I'm going to automate this application, which is my Google Chrome. And what I need to do, I want actually super simple, type into where in username. Yeah, so I'm going to type into username, and now you see we are actually in SAP Fiori, yeah, and we are going to find the right identification element. So in this case, we are going to enter the data in the user. And here you also see, this is a benefit of modern activities. We are using different identification methods to find one element. In this case, we can use selector, yeah, which is just input and text. It's not enough, it's not good, because this would be also input and text. And we are saying, hey, this is not a good identification element. Let's look on something special, which is fuzzy selector. Yeah, and here we have more information, user. If selector doesn't work, if fuzzy selection will not work, then we are going to the image recognition. Yeah, so here you see like 3 different methods how to find the right element. Okay, so it's good. We can press button validate to be sure that UiPath can find this element correctly on the page. We did it, so it's clear, it's good. I will say confirm. So in this field, I will enter my user, which will be SD and demonstration. And the next step would be to enter password. Let me click password now without any further explanation, just to confirm. So I'm good to go. Now, you are going to close your eyes once more. Let me enter this correctly. Okay. And last piece, what I need to do, I need to click a button. Yeah, so this is a click activity. I'm here, and I'm going to click button log on. Yeah. So all good. You can validate if recognition is working. And here you see. So we know the text of the button. We are using also OCR in background to find out more information and image. Yeah. So this ensures that we are able to find this element every time. Doesn't matter where is this element. Doesn't matter in which condition it is. We are going to check it out for you. Yeah. So you just tell me where to click, and I'm taking care about identification. So with this approach, we should be good to go and enter all information here. So let me see. Let me close the browser and let us run our connection to SAP S/4HANA. Okay, so password was not good. So let us fix the password. Yeah, this was a good password. Okay, let us see. Yeah, and the page is closed. So this is correct password. Maybe I did. Yes, so this is a mistake. S/4HANA. Yes, now it's good. So let's run it again. And we are actually logged in. Let's see. Password, yes. So it's all good. It is working. Yeah. And here you see the page is immediately closed after the execution. Here you can define what is going to happen after this workflow finished. It can be closed. It can be not closed. Yeah. It can be what is happening. Yeah. So it's possible to define here. So let me go to this page. And let us continue to SAP. Sorry, let me go here and let us S/4HANA, SD, this is demo. Not yet, S/4HANA, SD, demo. now. Okay, so we should be in. Now, you will see SAP Fiori page, and here our story with SAP Fiori and SAP Web Automation begins, yeah, as I have mentioned. So during the process, I need to go actually to the sales order, and I want to go to the change sales order. Yeah, so this is next steps to do. In Studio, this is, as I mentioned, this is a simple click. This is a simple click. I'm navigating to sales order. And here you see what I have mentioned before. So we know all about this element. We know not only just HTML structure, we know SAP Fiori element. So we know that this is UI5 element. This is a property title, and this title is sales order. This ensures that navigation and automation in SAP Fiori is stable and it's not relying on any technical IDs. Yeah, so you do not need to use any additional methods. You do not need to use any anchors. So identification is super clear and based on SAP Fiori API framework. Okay, so I'm good here. I'm going just to confirm. Yes, I want to navigate to the sales order. So let me navigate with my hands. And in the next step, I want to click actually change of sales order. Let me navigate here. Once more, click on the sales order. You see, once more, I know that I am in SAP Fiori UI5 framework. It's tiled and it has a header change sales order. So unique identification, no technical IDs, no nothing. Maybe at this stage, let us explore a bit what we know about SAP Fiori elements. So let me run UI Explorer. And now let us see what we know. So on this tile, yeah, so we have access to each and every element. This is not possible with standard HTML automation. Yeah? This is only possible because of our unique approach using Fiori API. Yeah? So I don't know, you want to, during testing, you want to verify, or even during robotic, you want to know how many orders are exceeded credit limit. Yeah? So you can identify this element, and on this element, you know that it's a micro chart. You know the title, and on this element here, you see, you have all informations about, you see color, you see default value, you see value. Yeah? So you have access to everything. If I'm going to grab this information, once more, with UiPath, you have value, you have a tooltip, you have the size of the title, you have the state, if this element is loaded or not. Yeah. You have colors, you have all values, you have animation. Yeah. So this will be beneficial during the automation, because in some stage you have to decide. Yeah. So your workflow is running, and then you see if this number is more than 5K, then you're going to do something else, you're going to do something else. Yeah. So this gives you access to everything what is available on the page. Yeah. So here you see that this tile has a text which is VA02. Yeah. And once more, you see the begin, you see everything about SAP Fiori. Yeah, so this was click to change sales order. Let me stop actually here. Let me say never close this window, that we will see how it will navigate. So let me log off. Okay, I'm good to go. And let me run this file. So now we are going to log in, and we are going to click through the application. Now we are waiting until the page is loaded. We are clicking sales order, and now we are going to click change sales order. Yeah, so that's it. Now we are on the next screen. We are on the next screen, and now the journey begins. Yeah, so we need to enter the data. For this purpose, you have seen we have opened a new tab. Yeah, new tab means we have changed the original screen. So let's tell UiPath Studio where to automate. It will be this other screen, and we want what? We want to type into our sales order. Yeah, where we want to type it into this field. Yeah, so here we are in Web HTML, in Web GUI. So when I started, you have seen it. Yeah, and this Web GUI, it's different from SAP Fiori. Yeah, it does not provide an access to such element. It has a ID, yeah, which can be changing. It has image. If we are going to validate, you will see that we find it right. Yeah, we can remove image. We do not need it now because image is empty actually. Yeah, and we can have anchor. We do not need to have anchor. So let's validate if it's good. It's successful. Let's confirm. Yeah, so here we are going to enter 1685. Yeah, this was our sales order. And after doing this, let me just click button continue. So navigating once more here, I'm going to say let's continue. And here I'm in HTML world. This button continue has different layers. Yeah, so this button has a name, and in background there are many layers, and we are recognizing all of them. We know that this is button. We know this ID. Yeah, we know extraction of the text. We know image, and additionally we have information about anchor. So here you have almost 7 different identification methods how to find out one element. And you as a user, you don't care. You just click what you want to click. And in background, I'm going to catch all this information. Selector, fuzzy selector. Fuzzy selector means like approximate selector. Yeah, it's something similar. Maybe you will find it. Yeah, you have OCR, you have image. So I'm good to go. I will continue. Yeah. So let me do it with my hands. So 1685, we said we want to press button continue. And on the next screen, I want to work with these elements. I want to use delivery block and I want to use billing block. So here it's actually not possible to use select item as you know it from typical activities. I mean this one. A lot of questions, can we use it? Yeah, so not really. Yeah, because this interface, what you see on the screen, like technically speaking, just drawing. Yeah, when you're going to press something, the drawing in background is going to change. Yeah, so for this purpose, I'm going to use first click. I'm going to click this drop down. Yeah, so I want to activate this menu because SAP is loading this information in background. But you see this element. Yeah, there are 2 of them. When I'm going to validate, you will see that I'm not able to find it correctly. Yeah, so when I'm going to run automation, it will break because it's duplicate. It's exactly the same element. But here I have my target. So anchor actually. So here I'm saying, so please find delivery block. And if you find delivery block, then click this button. Yeah. And what I know information about this button. I know how it looks like, and I know actually an anchor. Anchor has a delivery name. Yeah, so delivery block. It has OCR, it has image. So I have all information together to find out this element uniquely on the page. I'm done. I will say okay. And once this is loaded, actually I want to click credit limits. Okay, so how to do it? Once more, it's a purely click. And now during identification, I'm going to press button F2. It means pause for 5 seconds. So now I'm saying UiPath Studio, wait for 5 seconds until I will show you what to click. Now I open drop down and I'm going to click credit limit. Yeah. So now once more, I'm reading all information on the page. This page is highly dynamic. This page is changing every time you're pressing some buttons. You're working with the elements, and this is the reason why you have to go, I would say, so slowly to find all these elements. So I have credit limit, I have my selector, I have fuzzy selector, I know once more text, I know image, I'm good to go. So now I have selected this credit limit, where it is. So let me select it by my hand. Now I want to change the quantity. I am going to work with a table. This is purely, once more, SAP HTML table. This can be tricky, and ID of this table is changing every time. Let's get rid of it. Yeah. So now I need to enter the data, and here to enter the data, this fields as of now, this is not an input field. Yeah. There is no, you do not see like a, here you see the cursor is blinking. So this is an input field. On this table, everything as a human being, you see that it's a table. In reality, it's just a picture. Technically speaking, it's a picture. And I need to activate this picture to become an input field. Yeah? And you see how I will do it. I'm in click. And now I'm going to click this field. Yeah, I want to click order quantity column. Once more, I want to have an anchor. And here, when you see actually in target, yeah, I have this ID, and this ID is going to change. Yeah, I don't care. I don't need it actually. Yeah, I don't need this ID because I have my anchor. Anchor knows, once more, all about this control. Anchor knows the name. Yeah, it has all information. Where we have it? Yeah, it's here. Yeah. Order quantity, order quantity. Let me validate. And you see, I'm able to find this element uniquely. Okay, I'm good to go. I'm confirming. So with this, and now follow me very slowly. I'm going to click on this cell. Yeah. Now it becomes an input field. Before it was just a picture. So now it's an input field, and here I can use type into. Yeah, so this is a typical type into. Now I want to enter in this field. And additionally, now in selector, you will see that here tag is an input. Yeah, so before it was not an input, because it was just a picture, as I mentioned. And what I need to do, I want to say, hey, do not forget, this field is together with order quantity, because there are a lot of fields around. Yeah. And I do not want actually to use any technical IDs. Yeah, so I'm good. Let me verify that it is okay. And let's see, validation is running. So I'm checking all different methods in background. I'm good to go. I will confirm. So this is the way how you would need to see to understand this web page. Yeah, so activation of control is the first step, yeah, because now it's once more. You don't see it, but redrawing of this page is happening every time. Yeah, so this is, as of now, is input field. This is not. When I'm clicking, it's input field. This is not anymore. Yeah, so SAP web controls are pretty tricky, I would say. Yeah, but we can automate it. It's good. So last step would be actually to click save. Yeah, so where it is, it's here. I'm going to save, and so once more, I'm finding this button. I'm finding anchor. So just to say yes. So we explained quite a lot here. So that's it. That's it. And let me once more. So we are running one workflow. Then remember, we are opening the second screen. Yeah, and second screen will be opened by previous one. So it means I do not need to open this page because it will be open. So let's say never open and close, actually never close. Yeah, because I don't want to close it, that we will see the full flow. I'm good, and let us log off and let's see what we have built together. Log off, and we are starting from scratch. So we are on the main page. Let me close everything and let's run. If we did everything correctly. So this is still WinGUI. If we did everything correctly, it will work. If not, we will see some errors. Yeah, but I think you got the concept of, so we don't need this one. You got the concept of automation of Web GUI. Yeah, be aware of this redrawing, and you are good to go. So we are on the next page. Now we would need, so here you see SAP GUI for HTML. Now we would need to enter the number. We are going to press button continue. We will set a delivery block. Yeah, so open drop down, choose credit limit. Now click on the table to activate the field. Yeah, now it's activated. We are entering, so maybe I forgot to enter the number. Yeah, so you see. And after we enter it, we want to click yes. Yeah, but here during the explanation, I forgot to enter order quantity, which would be, let's put it 2. Yeah, and after it, I'm pressing button save. So let me do it manually. So we do not need to run the automation again. I press button save and it's saved. Okay, so this is the way how we have changed our sales order in SAP GUI, Web GUI. Yeah, so this is when I'm closing in. So now see this piece of here. So here you see it's loading SAP GUI for HTML. Okay, this has nothing to do with SAP Fiori. It looks like it is interface of SAP S/4HANA, but it's Web GUI. Yeah, great. So last example would be, and we are going here. This will be now much faster because we have learned a lot. Now we are going to create, and so we did it now as a workflow. Now let's create once more. Let's create test case, doesn't matter. So it will be 003 SAP Fiori. SAP Fiori. Empty test case, okay. I'm in SAP Fiori, and now we will be super fast. We are actually starting this automation. You remember end to end, we are creating 1 second. And when we are finishing Web GUI, we are coming actually to the main page. And in the main page, I want, where it is, I want to actually automate this page. I want to automate this page. I want to click, as of now, I want to click. Resolve delivery block. Yeah, so this is what I'm going to click. And here you see, this is once more back to this topic. Here you see it's a sales order fulfillment. If I'm going to validate, then it's all good. Yeah, because here you see this index 5. Yeah, so here you see 1 sales order fulfillment, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Okay. So maybe this is not a good idea because there are 5 of them. And if the order is going to change, your automation is going to break. Okay. So let me say, I don't want to click the big picture. I want to click actually resolve derivative block. And this would be unique. Yeah. There is no other, there is no index. And we know exactly, we want to click SAP text and we want to click this text. Super unique identification. No HTMLs, no IDs, nothing. Okay, let me click this one. And the use case is following. I'm going to resolve delivery block and I want to find our sales order, what we have created. It was 6085. Okay. So the table is huge. So as of now, it's just 56 lines. But here you see during the scrolling, it's loading. During the scrolling, it's loading. And this is a trouble. Yeah, so this is a trouble for, I would say, for almost all the tools, automation tools, because the table is dynamic. During scrolling, it's loading. And what you do not see on the page, the automation tools are not able to find. Yeah, and we solve this stuff. We solve this scrolling mechanism. We implement a technology which is able to speak to SAP and ask each and every element, hey, are you element which is scrollable? If yes, we are going to scroll for you. You don't care about scrolling. You don't care about visibility elements of the screen. We are going to do the scrolling for you. Okay, let me show you how it works. I want actually to click in the column delivery block reason. I want to go to the next page. I want to go here, yeah, to release this delivery block, and I want to find the right element. How to do it? How to do it? I'm in Studio, yeah. So I open this page, and now I want actually to navigate to the right place. And for this purposes, I'm going to use specific SAP activity once more, which would be table cell scope. Yeah, I'm able to understand the whole table as a table. Yeah, so indicate screen. Let me grab any number, this one, for example. And here you see, I know everything about this table. I see all columns available, and even some of them are not visible on the screen once more. Okay, so you do not see what we'll have here. You do not see on the screen net value, issues created by, all this information are hidden. Yeah, but I see them as a machine, and you can allow them in filtering. Yeah, so I have access to everything in the table. And here I'm saying I want to click actually in the column delivery block reason. I want to click in delivery block reason, where it is. Do you see it? Yeah, so it's here. And I want to click row number 4. Yeah, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is how it works. I will click. If you look in the selector, you will see, where is the selector? Edit selector. You will see that I'm speaking to the whole table. Yeah, so I'm not speaking to each and every element. I have control over the whole table. With this approach, I'm going to click row number 4. But imagine this row number 4 is going to change. Yeah, so because the sales order number it can be different. So for this purpose, I'm going to I want to understand more. Yeah, so I want to understand in which row is my sales order. So let me navigate here, and you remember I want actually to click 6085. Yeah, and I see that it's in a column sales order, and it's table row 55. Actually, I want to exchange it. I do not know in which row it will be. Tomorrow, it will be in a few weeks. I know that my sales order number is unique. So let us tweak this selector. What does it mean? So I'm going to URL Explorer, and here I'm going to say, dear UiPath, don't search for table row 55 because tomorrow it will be 56. Yeah, please search for the sales order, which will be 6085. Yeah, so I'm interested in particular sales order. I don't care about the row. It can be everywhere. So let's exchange this. Let's validate it's a good. Yeah, so now you see, I want to find sales order with this number. Okay, so it means I'm good to go. I will confirm, and get attribute will give me actually the real row of this sales order. Here you see I'm interested in finding out, and here you see once more all UI5 attributes. I want to know in which row is my sales order. Let me save it as variable to my table row. Yeah. So it means next time we will open the table, UiPath is going to scroll through the whole table. UiPath is going to search for the right sales order. We will find the sales order. It can be thousands of elements. We will find the sales order, and we will tell you in which row it is. Yeah? And then I want to still click on this delivery block reason. I'm going to replace this hard-coded number with my table row. So it can be any row. We will find it and we will click it. And what we want to do, we want to click. Okay. So let's try it out. Let me navigate back. So I'm here on the main page, and let me run this workflow. I'm here. I'm going to click sales fulfillment result delivery block. And now see, I'm not doing nothing. We are scrolling. Yeah. So now we are scrolling and we are on the next page. This scrolling is happening automatically. It's done like artificially. So if you like, it is artificial intelligence. So before we are clicking, we do not know if this table is scrollable or not scrollable. Yeah. And this is here. Yeah. So we were able to find this element, and now I would say let's do the last click. We are on the next page. We are going to do now click, and we want actually to resolve this, and we are going to where it is. We are going to remove delivery block. Yeah. Once more, we know it's a delivery block, we know its type of control, we know everything. Here you see like super clear selector, it's a button, it's super stable, it's super reliable, there is no IDs, no nothing. Yeah, it's good, we can click it. In meantime, imagine during workflow process, you actually want to perform different activities based on different actions. Yeah. And it means here you want to see if this message is read. Yeah, you want to verify it's due today, or you want to see if it's a credit limit. Yeah. So here, once more, we can use our verify activity as we have seen before. So before clicking, we want to verify, and what we want to verify, we want to see if this message. Maybe let's grab this one. If this is a red message, if it is yellow, maybe it means I have I don't know, enough material on my plant. I do not need to order more. If it is red, it's credit limit. Then some actions need to be done. Yeah. What I know about this element, I want to get attribute. Yeah? So let me put it get attribute, and I want to get an attribute of this element, credit limit. It's object status. Okay, what, and here you see an overview of all elements, and I'm interested, as we have learned today, I'm interested in UI5 attributes. So navigating here, I see credit limit. It's a text, it's a state. So I'm interested in the state. It's an error. Yeah, it's a red. So let me grab the state. Yeah, let's say state of order. Yeah, and now I know the state of this order, and let me verify if it is good or bad. So I can put it in verify activity, and I'm going to verify that this is an error. Yeah, so if this is an error, then perform some steps. If not, then do something else. Okay, so this is a verification, and then we will remove this delivery block. I think we can go back. Yeah, let's come back to the original page. Let's run this workflow, and let's verify that this is real error message. Okay, so let me run this file. We are on the main page. We are going to hit delivery block. We are going to scroll to the right position. We find the right order. Now the verification is happening in background. We press here, you see, we press this button, issue solved. Yeah. And here in output, you see that verification was successful. Actually, now I perform the test. Yeah. So now I have tested that the system behaves correctly, and now it's expected results. Okay, guys, we have just created the full flow as we have seen before. The last step in my demonstration before was click of this button to give you the full picture. And with this, we are coming actually to the end, to the quiz. Be fast that we have enough time for your questions. So now, Christina, back to you.
Yes. Okay. Now. Okay, guys, so we're going to continue now the quiz we had started in the beginning. We are up to the third question of the quiz now. We have 2 more to go, 3 and 4. I will wait a bit for you guys to join if someone jumped off the room, the quiz room. So you can go to menti.com if you want to continue with the quiz and just type in the code 74971731. So if any of you skipped the room and want to rejoin, now is the time to rejoin the quiz. This is the code here. Okay, so we're up to 50. I think we were close to 70 in the first batch of questions. Any of the people who participated first time are not here and would like to continue? Okay, so if you want to continue, go to menti.com and type in this code 74971731, the code you are currently seeing on screen. And you will be able to pick up where we left off after the second question. We have 2 more questions to go, and then we will announce our winner. The prize is a UiPath swag voucher. Okay, I think we're stable now. It's okay, 55. Are we still growing? Anyone else wants to join? We will start the quiz because I see we're left at 55. So guys, pay attention because there was a lot of content up to this point with the demo, and also please pay attention to the next questions and answer fast. Which SAP WinGUI activity does not exist in UiPath Studio? SAP logon, SAP delete table, SAP menu. You have 5 more seconds to answer. Okay. Correct. So most of you were correct. It's SAP delete table. Okay. So this is the missing activity in UiPath Studio. Let's go to the next question now. Actually, we'll see the leaderboard. Let's see the intermediary leaderboard to see whether Twito maintained the pole position or not. Not, it's completely switched. Okay, so we have Angel Jimenez currently in the pole position. Let's go to the next question. As you can see, the leaderboard keeps changing from question to question. Pay attention and be fast. Do you need to install SAP Fiori plugin to automate SAP Fiori? No, no need to install any SAP Fiori plugin. Yes, it must be downloaded from Marketplace. Yes, it will be installed automatically. This is a tricky question, so pay attention and answer fast. Okay. Correct. Yes, most of you were correct. No, there is no need to install any SAP Fiori plugin. Okay, we will see now the final leaderboard and see who the winner will be. Okay, so Thomas is our winner. Congrats, Thomas. So yeah, good opinions on chat and also winner of our quiz today. 3,791 points. Thomas, I will ask you to please either drop me an email. I will leave my email address in the chat, and also please actually give me a direct message in Zoom with your email, because that's better. That will single you out. So congrats again, and now we will continue with the Q&A, I think. So I will switch it over to Lev. Thank you, Lev.
Thank you, Christina. Yes, we are back on my final screen. What questions do you have?
Yes, so we collected your questions, both Christina and I, and we only have 5 minutes, so I'm picking a couple. Is it planned that SAP activities can be used with descriptors from an object repository? We started building libraries for some core applications containing reusable components as well as UI elements. Generally using the SAP activities, it feels like using the old or classic design experience. This question comes from Thomas.
Yes, it looks like it's the same Thomas, right? The winner of our quiz.
We have two Thomases.
No, Thomas. Yeah, but anyway, this is very good questions, guys. So as of today, SAP activities are not part of object repository. They look like classic, correct? Yeah. And this is to our first slide disclaimer. So we are about to move this to the modern world. We are about to offer the possibility to use SAP classic activities together with object repository to ensure reusability, to ensure that you can use it in libraries, you can share it between the teams. Yes, so this is a plan. This is like a next topic what I'm going to address. Okay.
Good, thank you, Lev. So then the other question I have here is, which version of Studio and automation package are you using? Because Angel did update his packages, but is not able to see all the SAP activities. His Studio version is 2020 10.2, and UI automation package is 21.4.4.
You should see actually these activities. Maybe let me show it shortly. It depends if you are using a modern design or classic design. This is the previous question. So here, if you are going on in the activities in the filter setting, you can select show modern or show classic. Yeah. So with this setting, you are going to activate the visibility, I would say, of all activities, classic one and modern one. Yeah. So all activities are available since 19.10. Yeah. And if you are using the versions from 2020 or even 21, so you are good to go. So everything is included in Studio, yeah, just to make sure that you see it.
Thank you, Lev. Very early on, there was a question for SAP WinGUI. Has the SAP scripting to be activated?
Yes, yeah. So as you have seen before, yes, we are using SAP API scripting interface to connect to SAP to get all elements, to get all identifications. So if you want to ensure super stable, super reliable, up to like 100% automation of SAP WinGUI, you have to enable SAP scripting. If it's not the case, you're not allowed, you cannot do it, then still you have a possibility to work with a computer vision where the scripting is not needed.
Thank you. One more. So it's actually almost it was a chat. So it was discussed between participants. I'm going to read all of it, and then you can give your opinion to it as well. I was developing some use cases in SAP, and I faced some dialogues which had some data which I wanted to retrieve manually. It was clickable, but by automation, it was not recognized, from Rahul. And Andre says, yes, Rahul, I faced the same problem. The only way to work on that windows are by send hotkeys. And then Camille steps in. Have you guys tried change SPI mode to AA or UAI? And the response is, there are some windows which are not accompanied with any shortcuts, but the business needs is that it be automated as it was being able to do it manually.
So what I'm hearing, guys, this is actually a good discussion, but maybe not for the chat. If you have such questions, if you are somewhere in the middle of troubles, go here. Yeah, go to forum, and you know this portal. Go to forum, raise your question, I'm here, I'm following all SAP stuff, what is happening here, yeah, so you see, so this is an actual troubles, yeah, so, and I'm going to respond, so give me as much information as possible. Other community members can also help. This is a way how to answer such questions, because from the description, what I'm hearing, it's pretty tricky, not super clear. Put your screenshots, put your description in forum, tag it with SAP, and you will get the answer, either from me or from community itself. Okay, great.
All right. Thank you so much, Lev. So I think we're already at the bottom of the hour, and I'm handing over to Christina.
Yes, I was wondering, like, if anyone else has any other question they would like to answer live or ask live. Perhaps this is your last chance. Or if all of you are cool, the presentation and the video will be sent by email, and you will also have them accessible on the event link. So I will just continue with the presentation now, like what we have onwards to this. So what you can expect from us. These are the next sessions we have coming up in the tech series in EMEA and APAC. Also, the same 2 sessions will be available for Americas. You can find that them on community.uipath.com. The next session is on October 21st on Microsoft environment, Better Together, how to integrate UiPath into your Microsoft environment. And the last session of Tech Integration Series 2 is Automation through APIs with the new UiPath integration service on October 28th. We also have coming up Tech Integration Series 3, which will go throughout November and December. So if you guys want to keep posted on tech integrations, just remember to always check community.uipath.com. And because we have all coming up events, including Tech Integration Series in our global chapters, EMEA and APAC and Americas chapter. You will find this chapter as well. These are America's events too, the same. So both events on both time zones are live. They're happening the same day with same speakers, but they're both live events. So whatever hours suits you best. We thank you all. You can also find here the links for UiPath SAP and for testing. And you will have this presentation available, as I said, on the event link tomorrow, and also the recording. So no worries, the content will be there, and you can keep sending us questions on community@uipath.com. If any questions are left to be answered, just use this email, please. And we really hope you enjoyed today's session, that you learned a lot. I know Lev held a great presentation, a lot of content there. And a lot of questions too, very much interaction in the chat. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Lev. And have a great evening, all of you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.